Hi folks, welcome to my tutorial for Goodnight Saigon. Classic tune from Billy Joel's 1982 release called The Nylon Curtain. And a very powerful song, both live and on the record. So, as always, what the plan is going to be is we're going to take this section by section by section and just going to walk you through what's being done, what's being played. So I'm excited to do it. This is truly, I say this about basically every song that ever, it's difficult because I love Billy Joel's work so much, but this really is one of my all-time favorite songs. I love it live. I'm going to show you a couple of little things that he does live as well that you can use to spice it up. And other than that, you know, we're just going to breeze through it like we do every other tutorial, and you can refer to your video chapter list to skip from section to section. So there's not much more for me to say in this moment other than welcome. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate your business, and in the next section we're going to tackle the introduction of the song and the little instrumental interlude that takes place a couple of times. See you there. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, well, what we're going to be looking at is, well, I'm just going to play what we're going to do here, what we're going to learn. It goes like so. That's all the farther we're going to get in this section, so let's take a look at what we're doing. Your left hand is going to be in octaves, as it so often is the case. Here's your middle C. This song is actually in, it's actually what I guess I would call this. I guess it's in D minor or F. It's kind of difficult to nail down a key signature in some ways, but I believe that that's kind of where we're at. We're going to start, your left hand will be in octaves on Fs, so again, here's middle C. You're going to find the Fs just below that. And it's nice, long, ringing kind of whole notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, then D, 2, 3, 4. Now B flat, then G, and that's all there is to it. What it's doing, it's moving down in thirds. So you start in F, down a minor third to D, down a major third to B flat, down a minor third to G. So F, D, B flat, G. In the right hand, okay, what you're going to do, again, here's middle C, so I want you to find the C above that, and you're going to form F and A together here. Now I play this with fourth finger and pinky. And then you're going to double what you're doing with your pinky down here with your thumb. This is a very, very well-traveled technique for Billy Joel. He really likes to do this. I'm guessing, you know, because one of the things I've observed, he really cares a lot about voicing on chords, and so a lot of times he'll find a relatively simple chord, but then double one note in the chord with his pinky and his thumb to help kind of what we would call, you know, reinforce that. So in this case it's an A, F, and A. So get your hand real comfortable with that, because not just for this song, but lots of songs, he'll do things like that where he's, you know, he just kind of likes that sound, and he likes the voicing and the way it makes that A come out clearly, but also has harmony. So A, F, and A. So here we are. Now we just move up to B, G, and D, C, A, and C, D, B, and D. And we're just going to kind of repeat that. So it's here, again, and again, and on the fourth time we go, then back down. So with the left hand it looks like this. Take another look at that. Fairly straightforward. Now here's a little live trick. Doesn't always do this, but I've heard him on several occasions. He'll play this where he comes down and he plays the chord, and then lifts up and just toggles the thumb. And it's, if these are quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... See how that works? Now, generally speaking, you won't do that on every single chord. It'll just sort of be at your whim. So it might be like... You know, so it's kind of up to you. You can use your artistic license. You could do it all the way through, or you can choose not to do it. But that's just something that you'll catch him doing in a live performance. A good example is on the recording from Kot, whatever that Russian, when he did the concerts in Russia and they made an album out of it. I think it looks like Koept. Which means concert in Russian, I believe. And but he performed this song. It was from like 1987, and he was doing a lot of that. So, one time without my hands all contorted, and then we'll move on to the next section. Okay. When we get to the next section, we're going to take a look at what you play when he sings the verses, like, "We met as soulmates," that whole thing. So, I'll see you there. Okay, well, let's take a look at the verses. Technically, the first verse, if you were playing this in a group, you probably wouldn't be playing anything if you had an acoustic guitar player, because it starts out with just the acoustic guitar player doing a little strum thing. But what you would play starting on the second verse is essentially they're just thickening it up, and you could easily do that on any verse. So I'm going to show you what to play there. I'm just letting you know that if you were trying to do if you're playing in a group and you're trying to do an exact replica of the song, the piano lays off during the first little verse and then comes in on the second one. But obviously a lot of you are going to be playing this solo piano, so just play this on each verse. Okay? Enough of that. We're on a D minor chord over an F. So let's take a look at the left hand first. What's happening is you're on octave Fs down low. Here's middle C, so you're a couple Fs below that. And it's like this. F, 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 G, C, 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 E, F, 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 G, C, C, C. Okay, that's all the farther we're going to go. I'm going to show you what we're going to get. We're just going to focus on getting this little guy down here. Then we'll move on from that point in the next segment. So, again, it's F, 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 G, C, 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 E, F, 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 G, C, 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 C. That time it's C, 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 C. It doesn't move up to the E the second time. F, 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 G, C, 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 E, F, 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 G, C, 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 C. So the right hand, we're going to take a look at that, and then we'll put the two together. The right hand starts out in a D minor chord like this, and he's voicing it here, F, A, D. That's middle C, okay? And the rhythm goes like this. Okay, so bum, 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 ba-dum. Think about that. Bum, 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 ba-dum. 1, 2, bum, ba-dum. There's some eighth notes in there. 1E and 2E and da 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 da. Okay, and that's gonna follow us. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Okay, so where we're at, we're on this D minor chord, and we play the chord 1, 2, 1. See how we take our index finger and our pinky and go toggle down to the thumb. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. And that goes to a G7 chord, F, B, and D. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. From there we go to what's called a C with an added bass chord, or with an added 9 chord, excuse me. I don't know what. C with an added 9, which means E, G, and D. So we've gone bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. See how we play that? D, C. And then we do the same thing here. Bum, ba-dum, bum. So take a look at this slow all the way through. with your pedal, you're going to want to be holding it, let up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So basically whenever you switch chords, you want to go and then let it ring. So what's happening here, you put these two lines together. Just take a look at the right and left hands together in slow motion for a little bit here. I botched that, sorry. Let's try that again. Take two. Okay, again, even slower. 2, 3, 4. One more time in slow motion, then I'm going to do it without my hands all contorted. When your hands are normal, it looks like this. That's a little slow on the regular tempo is more like this. I'm going to show you a little variation on that you can play that I think more accurately represents what he's done live a few times. I've certainly seen him play it like this live. I've also seen them make a slight chord change, just one place, that I think is cool, really neat, and kind of has kind of a fun effect for the song. Everything's the same. You're on this D chord. Except here, instead of going to a C over E chord, so we're on this C down. Normally we're playing a C chord over an E. What they do is actually play an E7. So imagine this, it goes like so. G sharp, B, and D with an E down here. And that's the effect. See, very subtle, but listen to the difference. This is the way they recorded it. Here's how I've heard them do it live sometimes. Just a slight difference in the chords. So all you need to do is you're already here. Is just play that E7 chord instead of another C chord. So bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. right back to here. Everything else stays the same. Just a little live nuance. I like to throw in those live nuances wherever I can, because I think that that's you know, part of being a Billy Joel geek is knowing that kind of stuff too. So, and I am a very proud Billy Joel geek. All right, so once again, here we go. This is the last time I'm going to play through it, and then we'll move on to the rest, to the next section. So we're going. Okay, we'll carry on from that point in the next segment. I will see you there. Hello again, and what we're going to take a look at now, we're just going to continue with where we left off. We've learned how to do this. So where we're going to go now is here. I'll play through where we're going. Okay, that's what we're going to get knocked out in this section. So we're going to move from where we were. We had gone F, 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 G, C, 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 E, F, 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 G, C, 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 C. Now from here, we are at the beginning of this section. From here we go E, E, A, E, E, A. So it's E, E, A, E, E, A, A, E, E, A, E, E, A. And then from there it goes up to D. So it's E, E, A, E, E, A, D, D, C, C, B, A, G. Okay, so again, where we're at, we've got E, E, A, E, E, A, D, D, C, C, B, A, G. A little bit slower. 3, 4. E, E, A, E, E, A, D, D, C, C, B, A, D. There we go. So let's take a look at the right hand, and then of course, like always, we'll merge them. So we're going to keep going with our ba bum bump ba bum bum. So chord, small chord, toggle chord. You know, that the same thing we've been doing in the rest of the verse. It's going to look like a G chord right here. Here's your middle C. But because it's over an E bass line, it actually forms an E minor 7th. So it looks like this. You just play G, 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 G. So it's G, and then you're going to an A minor chord, which is E, A, and C, okay? So we're between here and there. And how it works is this chord, bottom, bum, So there's almost a staccato element. Da 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 da. I wouldn't necessarily call it staccato though, because it's not really like really, you know, just bounce off of it, but there's definitely separation. So kind of keep that in mind. Da 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 da. Ba-da-bum. So again, not staccato, but it's a shorter note. So it's as if these were quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. It's more like an eighth note, you know, in terms of how long it sustains. Bum, ba, bum, ba, dum, bum. Bum, bum, space. Da, 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 da. So you just do that twice. Ba, 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 da, ba. From here we move up to a D minor chord, which is A, D, and F, like so, and it's just dun, da, dum, dum. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you form what I call a G5 chord, G, D, and G, and it's here, here, here. So G, D, and G, G, C, and G, G, B, and G. So watch the whole line in context, just the right hand. One more time, then we'll put the hands together. Excuse me. Here we go. 3, 4. Okay, let's put the hands together and you can see how they work together now. So, here we go, real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take another look at that. I'll try to play it better. Here we go. 3, 4. Even slower. 2, 3, 4. So watch what's happening here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. See, bum, right hand goes bum, ba-dum, bum, left hand comes right in. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay, take a look at that a couple more times. my hands aren't all contorted, it looks like this. Okay, so in the next segment I'm going to show you another place that you can go with that, because there's two different places that it might go after that point. So that's one of them, and we'll take a look at another sort of interlude that takes place in the next segment. See you there. Okay, so when we get through this little thing where we've gone right after that, we always go here. But from this point, it either goes, but one time it also goes, then it goes here. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening there. So we've just played. Now it goes to a B flat bass, B flat, G, D, G. That's all there is to it. B flat, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in your right hand, what's going on? Well, you're going to do something very similar to the introduction, except you're going to be on octave Ds, and it's a B flat right here that's with them. D, B flat, and D. I like to play the B flat with my middle finger. I know most of the time I'm doing this, which is fine on white keys, but I find that I'm not very accurate when I try and play it like that. So on that one, I finger it like this. Okay? So it's D, B flat, and D, E, C, and E, F, D, and F, G, E, and G, and then the same thing over again. Now from here, if we move up one, now we're just ready to play what was in the intro, which is here. So here, 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 and here. So how it works, it's almost like you're working your way up a scale. So bum, 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 bum. And what you'll want to do is bum, 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 because you're going right back into another verse, so it's just like the end of the intro. So take a look at the two things together. Fairly straightforward. We've just gone. Again. Now, a little trick, I already taught you in the intro how you can do this. Doing the little toggle with your thumb. Another thing you can do if you want, you do not have to do this. I'm sure that they're not doing it in the recording, but in, you know, live or whatever, especially if you're playing it as a solo piano, sometimes if you want to add a little bit of pace, a little momentum to it, one thing you can do is just 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. See, when you're playing these octaves in your left hand, they're whole notes. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, on 3, you can just lift up the thumb only and come back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It just gives it a little bit of forward momentum without really drastically changing things. See, listen to the difference. This is with just whole notes. But with a little bit of oomph there, it just gives it a little something. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is throw in with, and I would just use your thumb. You want to hold that thing that you want to play that octave chord and let your pinky just sit there and let it ring, because you got to have that. But you can go bum, 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 bum. Just your thumb, and you can do combinations of that. You could be like bum, 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 boom, bum, bum. And see what that does is you have this kind of thing going on. So it just adds a little something. Now, I'm not suggesting which way you decide to do it. Sometimes I prefer to just play it straight, you know. It's about having tools in the toolbox to draw from, so you can put your own, you know, kind of your own signature on it a little bit. But definitely on the studio recording, it's just... Okay, so that's that. But I just wanted to show you that and give you a couple of options you could use to maybe create a little bit of pace, a little momentum in the song if you wanted to. I love to do that kind of stuff when I'm playing solo piano, just because if you're in the band playing, you know, I mean, keep in mind when you go... First of all, you got an electric bass playing this really fat, you know, and you've got the little shakers, the drum, the little maracas, which gives you a little bit of momentum there, and you have like the guitar that goes on a big distortion, and really the whole thing fills up quite a bit. You don't have to do that kind of stuff, but when you're playing it by yourself, you know, it gets a little bit empty sometimes, and so I throw in little maneuvers like that just to create a little pace, just to create something a little interesting so that I have tools in my toolbox to help the song build and have an arc and grow a little bit, so that there's a little more of a climax and not just the same old all the way through. Because that's what they do, The recording of this is a subtle building. It starts out very empty with very few instruments and then kind of works its way up, and then by the time you get to the climax of the song, the whole band is going, you have really, ba, bum, dum, 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 boom, ba, bum, bum, it's, so they achieve that through bringing new instruments in. If you're playing it by yourself, then sometimes you have to build that climax yourself, and that's what these kinds of maneuvers are for. So, thank you for listening to me. I am a real music geek. I will see you in the next section where we're going to look at what to do when they go, yeah, and it was dark as night. Okay, that's pretty cool stuff, so I'll see you there. Okay, well now we need to take a look at how we change the way we play when the band has come in and we're no longer singing all angelically going, and we were sharp as knives, that kind of thing. We go, and it was dark, boom, boom, so dark at night, that part. You like my falsetto? I'm feeling pretty good about it today, actually. Yes, I am. Anyway, so that's what we're going to look at. So we've come out of this. I'm going to show you where we're going. We've come out of going. Right here. So that's what we're going to be looking at. So what happens? Well, we already know how to play, or at least the lesson's already there on how you play the verse part. That thing. Now it just, there's a pause. So bum, 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 bum. 1, E, A. So let's look at the left hand. There's a pause on 1, and it was 1, E, A. Pause, E, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pause, E, A, E, A. So think about that in your counting. 1, 2, 3, and it was pause. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And I mean pound it. If you're playing on an acoustic piano, my God, your goal should be literally to snap the hammer in half. 1, boom, boom, down, boom, boom. I mean, picture Liberty DeVito going, boom, boom. You know how he always did, that crazy mullet that he had all those years would just fly, and he'd break a drum head, and one of his sticks would either cut in half or there would be splinters flying out, and Mark Rivera would be off going, damn it, Liberty, stop it. I've got wood chips in my arm. I gotta play later. That's what you're looking for. 1, boom, boom. 1, boom, boom. It's almost like you're playing a timpani. Dong, dong. So, I think I've made my point. Thank you. What's happening in the right hand? Well, you're going to play on the same beats, bum, bum, and you're going to play a G major chord, which over the top of this E makes it an E minor 7. So you're going to play G, B, and D. There's your middle C. So it's here. You're simply going here, G major to a C major with a G, C, and E. Over that A, which is where it goes to, it becomes an A minor 7. So you're going from E minor 7 to A minor 7. And it was dark. Dark at night. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what you want to do is create a little pickup note there. So the left hand is like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so a little pickup leading into the next chord. So 1, 4, 1. Bum, bum. Now we're moving to a D minor chord. A, D, and F. And we're just going to do some quarter note comping is what I call it, because your right hand's going to take that chord and just kind of 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's just going 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of repeatedly. Your left hand is going D, D, C, or excuse me, D, 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 C, C. So that goes 1, 2, now C, and it's a D minor chord over a C. So your right hand stays the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Then it goes to a B flat chord, which is B flat, D, and F, and B flat in the bass. From there it goes to an F chord, A, C, F. And then it kind of holds on this G minor 7. G, B flat, D, and F with a G in the bass. So let's look at the hands individually. You're going D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, B flat, A, G. So think 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. D, 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 C, 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 B flat, A, G. 3. And again, this whole time we're playing what my high school band director would call a fortissimo. That's like triple F, like boom, 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 boom. This is powerful what's going on right here. So I don't know why, I just feel really expressive today. It's very strange. I'm probably not going to watch this video when I'm done with it. I'll probably feel a little bit ashamed of this part, but right now I'm feeling it, so I hope you're enjoying it. And if you're not, I apologize for being really annoying. But the dynamics of this song are very important because there's not a lot of change up, frankly, in the way you play the soft, there's not a lot of note changes in the way you play the soft parts and the heavier parts. It's more about attitude. It's about feeling. So, I want to make sure you get into it because really, your part's the same if you're going, we met as soulmates, Paris Island, met as inmates, and we were sharp as knives. That part, the notes are basically the same as when you come in and go, we had no cameras to shoot the landscape. We passed the house. So it's really just a dynamic thing. That's why I'm making such a big deal out of it. If you want this song to sound right and you're playing it by yourself, you've got to change the dynamics. You got to start pounding the part instead of caressing the part. So, okay, I've made my point. So anyway, D, 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 C, 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 B flat, A, G, 2, 3. Okay, and up here we're just on this D minor chord, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, B flat chord, and that's just 1, 2, then F chord, 2, and then we hold this G minor 7, G, B flat, D, and A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll come in on 4 in the next segment. It's the beginning of the next section. So take a look at them together. So we've just gone again. I'll play it a little slower. Okay, one more time, then I'm going to the next chapter. I'll play it one time without my hands contorted at full speed so you can see what it looks like. So we've gone. And as you can see, if you have my Become Your Own Rhythm section videos, that's right out of Become Your Own Rhythm section number 1, the basic rock pattern, the most versatile move pattern that you can use in pretty much all of popular music. So, right there. Okay, I'll see you in the next section. We're going to look at "And We Would All Go Down Together," that part. All right, see you there. Okay, we're going to take a look at the chorus now, I guess is what you would call it. We have just gone like this. Three. So that's that G minor chord that we just held in the last section is 1, 2, 3. Now on 4 is where this starts. So let me play what I'm going to teach you in this section. We end up here. which I'll give you. There's a slight variation. It's everything that you need to know. You've already learned everything you need to know. I'm just going to show you how to piece it together at the end of this section. So, what's happening with the left hand? Well, it goes up to a B flat on count 4, so it's 4, then down to A, and it's 1, 2, A, B flat, C, C, B flat, A, B flat, B, C, C. Okay, so let's break that down a little farther. You're basically going bum, 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 bum. See, so you're kind of doing that thump, thump, thump. So 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and 1 and 3. That's kind of what your rhythm is, with a couple of places where it changes a little bit from that. So take a look here again. So we've gone Star Mother, Sweet Ride, 2, 3, 4. Did you notice that? So it's bum, 1 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 3, and 1 and 3, 4, 1. You'll have plenty of chances to see how that works with the right hand, and we'll split this in half when we're doing the right hand, so that you have an opportunity to see it at play. But that's what's going on in the left hand, just more thump, 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 and octaves. We're doing quarter note comping here again in the right hand. The first chord is a C chord over a B flat bass, so it's bum. Great chord. And we would all go down together. Okay, so it's, we just hold this on 4, G, C, and E. There's your middle C. And we would all, then it goes to an F chord over an A bass. So you're going from here to here. 4, 1, 2. And remember, you're just playing on quarter notes with your right hand. So we're F, 2, B flat, D, and F. So F, 2, B flat, 2, C, 2. Sorry about that. From here, it goes to a B flat bass again, but you stay on a C chord. Then you're back to an F over A. B flat. So, and then it goes to a G7. G, B, D, and F. All go down together. And that's where we have bum, bum, bum. Your right hand staying on quarter notes. Your left hand just varies slightly from its 1 and 3 to 1 and 3, 4, 1. So, and then it's just C, C over B flat, F. So take a look at this up to that point, and then we'll finish it out and I'll show you where we're going. But just take a look at this a couple of times and watch this in context. So we've just gone, this is the end of the last section. This way you can see it, the way you'd be playing it, coming in. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me slow it down a little bit. We promised our mothers we'd write 2, 3, 4. Okay, once again, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Promised our mothers we'd write 2, 3, 4. Okay, so finishing that line out together. F, B flat, F. So 1, 2. See, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then your left hand goes down to a G, and your right hand moves back up to the intro. Okay, so watch the whole thing from the beginning of this section to that point a couple of times slow, and I'll go right into. Okay, so here we go. We've gone, promised our mothers we'd write 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, promised our mothers we'd write 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now, on this section, we already know on the right hand you're just going to go right up to your A, F, A, and just 2, 3, 4, and again. Then a third time. Then a fourth time. Just like you would in the intro. What's different about it is that your starting note here happens to be in the left hand a G. In the beginning we're starting on an F. Okay, but here we're starting on a G. So you've gone dum, 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 then G, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, G. That sequence is a little bit different. So we've just gone, we would, and we would all go down together. We said we'd all G, F, D, G. Remember Charlie. Okay, so that's the only difference going on there, is that slight change in the sequence. The only thing that you might want to throw in is you play this chorus twice. In the second one, if you wanted to add a little suspense, one thing you can do is throw in, watch this, so you go, and we would all go down together. We said we'd all go down together. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. Your right hand, all it is your right hand's going, you've just gone, yada yada, we've done this, da 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 da. So it's here, da 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 da. So you play your two C comps here, one, dum, so 1, 2, now invert the C to a C, E, and G. 1, 2, ba ba bum bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ba 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 bum. So you invert the C. You were here. 2, ba 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 bum. Then you invert it again, so you've inverted it to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, G, C. Same three notes, you're just playing it in different combinations here, so different stackings. So watch that. So ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, bum. Ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, bum. That's your extra rhythm. Ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, bum. So the counting on it, if you follow me here, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, and a da 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 da. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 1 and 2 da 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 da. So it's 1 and 2 and a da da. 1 and 2 andia, andia. So it's like since the 16th notes, andia, something like that. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, da 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 da, da 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 da. 1, 2, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum bum. So let me play it in slow motion and watch both hands together, coming into it and coming out of it. All go down. Let me do that again. Okay, we can do that again. And we would all go down together. Yes, we would all go down together. Notice sometimes I go, and sometimes I go. Doesn't matter. I'm playing an F chord. It's just a matter of, you want to make sure that after you go ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum bum, you play an F chord, A, C, and F, or C, F, and A, whatever. But there you go. You're just throwing in that little, and it's what that does by throwing that in, you're kind of throwing in like a drum fill almost. You would not have to do this if you're playing in a band. You could, but you wouldn't have to. But it really adds some punch the second time through when you're playing it by yourself on the piano, because it's almost like what you're hearing is, Liberty's going, like, go down together, and all go down together, kind of thing, and so what you're doing is you're just adding a little bit of that pizzazz in there, because you definitely, Liberty is going to have one of his like Animal from the Muppets moments. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. So that's just a little something you can throw in for fun. Don't have to, just something. I like to throw. I've seen him do things like that in concert, and I always like to give you options. I like you to have a full toolbox. So let me play this once without my hands all contorted, then we'll move on to the next segment. So we've gone. So I'll see you in the next segment. We're going to look at the little bridge where it goes, we held the day in the palm of our hands, that kind of thing, okay? Okay, well now we're going to look at what we'd call the bridge, the strange part where it goes, we held the day. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Let me break it down for you. Again, this is a good example of, to learn how to play Billy Joel effectively is to learn the voicings that he chooses for the chords. Because he's very particular about that. And I've listened very, very carefully to try and make sure that I emulate that. And the reason I know that he's particular about that is because he's very consistent. You listen verse after verse after verse, he uses the same voicing. And I don't think that's a function of being lazy. I think it's because he's determined that that's the best chord voicing to go with that piece of music at that point in time, which is very much like him. It's kind of Beethoven-esque in that way. So it's not always the most complicated thing in the world, but I believe there's always a lot of thought put into it. So what happens is, we start out and we're just on the left hand, you're going to hit an A chord, or just an A minor, and it's octave A's. You just go 1, 2, 3, B, C, 2, 3, D, E. Now, it's up to you whether you want to go like that, or if you're playing on an 88 key, if you want to, you can go bum, bum. I happen to be on a 76 key. I guess you could drop the C clear down an octave, but I don't think that's what's going on. It's up here. Bum, bum. Okay, so that's up to you, but you do want to drop that octave. You don't want to go up to here, I don't think. So again, A, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, F, E, E, A. Okay, so look at that again. A, B, C, D, E, F, E, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, E, E. Okay, so it just follows that same pattern again. Let's look at the right hand, and of course you'll get to see both hands play together. You're going to find an A minor chord, which is here, A, C, and E, middle C right here. So it's boom, 2, and you just hold it. 1, 2, 3. Then you move to a G chord voiced here, B, D, and G. 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're back down here. This is where it's voiced. G, C, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. From there it goes to a D major chord. F sharp, A, and D. Right there. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from here it moves down to an E major chord right here, E, G sharp, B. So we're here. 3. Now we move up to a D minor chord, F, A, and D. And it's bum back to an E chord, but now we're going to play an E7, like that. E, G sharp, B, and D. So let's just look at it that far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. With the left hand in it, it looks like this. My bad. Sorry about that. Pretend I didn't do that at all. And we'll slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Again. 1 more. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the next thing that's happening here is, okay, 1. You've played here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 each have a quarter note on the right hand. So what's happening in 1? F or D and F, C and E, D and B. If you want to thicken it, I have seen him live play a G sharp underneath all three of those chords, so it's like this. You do not have to do that. The original recording, absolutely, without a doubt, is this. Okay, I'm just throwing that in there. I have seen him thicken it up. Excuse me. I've seen him do that. So it's up to you if you want to add the G sharp. I'm going to pretend like it's not there. I think it's actually a little cleaner to just do that myself. So anyway, but sometimes I can't help it. My hands are used to forming thick chords, so sometimes without even planning on it, I play a thicker chord. But so let's get that far again. So we went 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now from here, the left hand does exactly the same thing. The right hand now starts going into quarter note comping on this A minor. 1, 2, 3. So it's the same position. 1, 2. It's just instead of holding it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so take a look at that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then there's a little variation at the end that I'll show you. But so it's the same thing that we played when we were holding those like three-quarter half or three-quarter whole notes kind of thing. It's just one. It's just now we're playing quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. G chord, C chord, D major, E major. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now 1, 2, 3. What happens now is you come up and you play. You find these little what I call sixth and octaves, sixtives that Billy likes to do so much. You form an octave on D, bring that fourth finger down on a B, and it's so D, B, and D, C, A, and C, bum, ba, bum, 1 here, 2 here, then B, G, and B. And then from there you just go bum, bum, and then I'll show you how to pick back up into your verse, but you're going bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. So watch that play out. We go 1, notice in the left hand we've gone 2, F, G, bum, 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 bum. So when you hit this G, you begin back into your bum, and 3, and 1, and 3. Okay? So, again, here we go. We're going 1, 2, 3, bum, 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 bum. So let's look at the whole section a few times up to that, from the beginning of this section to where I just stopped, and then we'll do a wrap. Well, actually, what I'll do right after that is show you how to come back into the verse, and then we'll do a wrap up and show you how to end this thing. So here we go. We've gone. Do that again. This thing shows off another thing that Billy Joel loves to do. I've already talked about how much he loves to do these little sixes kind of things, but he also likes to mirror sometimes the rhythm of what the singing is with a part on the piano. So it's like he'll kind of play what's being sung at the same time, and he likes to do it with these sixes, with these 6 octaves things, because it really reinforces that note, and it just kind of helps make the melody line come through. Because it's and the nights seem to last as long as 6 weeks, you know. So it's kind of, you'll catch that as kind of a common theme. He'll often, when there's something he wants to accentuate, he'll kind of mirror it on the piano while he's singing it. It's kind of interesting. I haven't heard a lot of other piano players do that, but it's definitely kind of one of his signature moves. So let me do it once without my hands all contorted. So we're, excuse me, there, bum. See, I botched it up. I'm sorry, guys. Pretend that didn't happen if you can, because I stink. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 2. this part, see where we're going? This is, you would normally start right about the time you go. When you get to that part where it's da-dum, you would normally be going. So what you have to do is you go one down. That's where you start. Da-dum. So you know that already. We're going. That's all there is to it, and you're back into a verse. Okay, the next section I'm going to show you little things that you can do in the ending of the song, and then we'll do a wrap up and show you how to string all this together into one coherent thought. See you there. Okay, now this is when we get to the final thing. You go, yes, we would all go down together. You're back here, and this mirrors the intro. So together, the only difference is that we've gone da 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 da. So you start on G. Now pretend like you're at the intro. F. D, B flat, G, again F, and you just kind of repeat. So again, if you can see, when we come out of, yes, we would all go down together. This is kind of an added measure, this when you have a G bass. Now start the ending on F, and it's just like the intro. F, D minor, B flat major 7, G9, back to F. Now, you might consider doing something like this after you get through a rotation. You might consider playing quarter notes, playing octave quarter notes like this. F, 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 D, 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 B flat, B flat, B flat. It gives it kind of a march feel, because if you listen, Liberty eventually comes in and starts doing something like. Oh, there we go, there's my roll. So it's like, dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. You know, and this gives it that field march feeling if you're going, I showed you dum 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 dum, just dum. Little things like that. You might want to play around with different variations to create a little pace on the way out, because that's what's going on. They have the little marching drummer boys, dum 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 dum, zoom, dum, 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 zoom, you know? So, now if you want to, what you can do then, I'm going to slide my camera over this direction a little bit because I want you to see higher on the keyboard. On F, you're here. And then, so you've gone like this. When you go down to the D, you can just move your way, continue moving your way up that scale. So you've gone here. You come down on D and you go up to, and you follow the same pattern. You're going up a whole step. So it's here, F sharp, D and F sharp, G and E. So see how that plays out. Listen, it goes. Then you're right back to where you started, only an octave up when you hit the B flat bass. See? And then from there you went. And then it's simply, you can go like this. This is how I always end it, is so bum, D, B, and D, E, C, and E, F, D, and F, C, or E, C, and E. Okay, so watch this. Let me just play that all the way through. Just take a look at what my right hand's doing. The left hand's still going F, D, B flat, G. And then that's usually my final chord that I play. I come down on an F, and then I play a D minor over it, which mirrors the first chord of the verses. You know, we met as soulmates. So just watch me play that out. So you'll wanna go through the whole rounds here. You'll just want to keep going with that a few times through, but when you're ready to bring the thing out, then you come down and you're on F and you can go. So let me play that slow. Just arpeggiate it. Again. And notice you kind of want it to almost fade out. But this is how I see him end it live, by the way. You want it to get softer and softer when you start working your way up. So it's kind of loud. It's kind of a little bit forte, you know, if you will, when you're just repeating the. When you're doing the field drummer thing. When you're ready to bring it out, then you're like, boom. Start getting a little softer, then really soft. Boom. There you go. All right, gang, in the next segment, I'm going to actually just do a rap, and we'll string all these things that we've learned together and show you how to make a song out of it. See you there. Okay, good work. Now it's time to turn this into a song. So we know that we start out here. We've got crickets, and you know, you can do this in your head. You got crickets, and then maybe the sound of a stream and all of that, and then that was my impression of a helicopter. Okay, and here we are, and we start out on F. By the way, I'm going to be playing this at full tempo, so don't try and learn the song from this. This is just to know where to take the parts that we've learned before and turn them into a song. So. Soft here. Okay, now a little bit louder, but not loud. Now we're here. A little bit louder, but still not loud. Now louder. Okay, now we're due. That's your song. Beautiful, amazing, powerful song. One of my very, 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 very favorites of his, and an amazingly emotional tune to play live, I might add. So I've had a pleasure putting it together. I hope you've had a pleasure learning it and that this is a good resource for you. Thank you so much, not just for your business, but for having the courage to always keep trying to learn something new. You guys truly are my heroes, and it makes it a real joy to get up in the morning and go to work and do this kind of thing. So, and, you know, God, all I can say is thank you for caring enough about this that this is what I get to do. I mean, it's pretty sweet. I get to play music for a living. I either teach you how to do it or I'm out playing a gig, and that's what I do, and that's how I make my living. It's a real privilege. So, and none of it would be possible if there wasn't a demand. So, seriously, from the very bottom of my heart, thank you for making this a reality in my life. I'm going to get out of here. Please remember, if you are not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And I will see you on the next tutorial, gang. Take care. Bye-bye.